Hi all, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday here at the car pitch and it's Father's Day. Shouldn't be here, but I am to pick up some bits and bobs. And no sooner I'd opened the gates, but we managed to get some customers on. I wasn't really planning on opening today, I just literally popped my car up, gone in, get some bits, and come outside and people turned up. Got in on site, snuck in for the gates, left it open too much, should have closed it too. Then again, should I? Because we actually have sold a car, which I'm really pleased about. Now we had a lady coming in the week who basically was looking at some cheapy cars for her son, under a couple of K. We don't really got much at the moment, we've only got 2 or 3 options available. We don't stock too much under £2 these days anymore, but we do keep the odd bit now and then, because it's a market that is difficult to cater for, but it is a market there, and occasionally we'll drop on bits that are more than acceptable to sell and so people can get a good few years out of, and we can prep them and make them right. Anyway, they've popped in today out of nowhere, weren't planned or anything like that, and decided to buy the little red Seat Ibiza. Now you had a look at the Peugeot and the Honda, they weren't too keen on that, to be honest with you. I think they made the wrong choice, I would have gone for the Honda, but nonetheless, little Ibiza they went for. I'll quickly show you and remind you of it. Here it is, a little Ibiza, little 09 plate. This is the one we mentioned on the channel a few weeks ago. Bought it at the gate, 500 quid, little cheapy. Was going to just flip it on and trade it. I asked you guys what to do, bit 50-50 really, and in the end we decided to retail it, mainly on the basis because although it's got quite a few miles, hence the reason why I wasn't sure to retail it, it's got very good history, and it just drives really well. So I re-drove it again, checked it all over, I thought sod it, we'll go on retail it, because we don't get much under £2 and we certainly don't get much under 1,500 quid, and it's a clean old car. Did change the bonnet on it because it had a big screw up on it. The bonnet ain't perfect what we put on it, as in it matches the colour, but it's got a few marks on it. It's certainly improved it, and it was 50 quid for a bonnet. It's second hand in the scrapyard. To paint it just wouldn't have been worth doing, it'd be too expensive to do. It would have took all the margin out of it really for us, and we can focus that money on the mechanicals. So we did all that, done the brakes on it, tyre on it, we've got to do another tyre now as well we're going to do. Got to do a service on it, but these are very cheap things to do, and we put a couple of drop links on. Made it sound, and it drives superb, so I'm really pleased we've sold that today at $13.95, but it's very rare we get anything like that, and there's no reason that shan't last a good couple of years for someone to get some good motoring out of it. Right, I'm getting quickly out of this rain. Oh, wow, it's coming down hard. Anyway, good result for a Sunday. Wasn't meant to have a sale today, but I'm pleased with that one. You're not making fortunes out of it. You're probably looking at about maybe 500 quid profit out of it. Time the money we spent on it, we're going to spend a few £100s I've already spent on it, and then you've got to pay your VAT man. He never loses out, he always gets his shilling. So yeah, it's not a great deal, but compare that to, I know some dealers who sell cars for 10 grand and might get 800 quid out of a car. In some cases that does happen. So for that outlay we've paid for it, it's not too bad. Yes, we have the luxury for this type of market. It just isn't viable for another dealer who hasn't got his own workshop and stuff to send that out to be fixed by another mechanic. It just wouldn't be viable. But for us, really, doesn't make much difference. It doesn't cost us anything other than our time to put tyres on, some drop links on, do the brakes on it, and try and be able to sell stuff under this level. Say it's coming harder. It was a lot easier 5 years ago selling stuff under £2. We say you got a lot more for your money. But that market that shut up during COVID, and it has come down a bit, but it's nowhere near what it was 5 years ago. Cars are a lot more expensive now as a whole. But it is nice on occasion to have something like that you can sell out, and hopefully the customer can get some few years of motoring out of it. Personally, I would have gone for that Honda. Yes, it's still a bit mileage, it's still about 115 or 118, something like that. But it's a Honda, and they are bulletproof. I will stand up and say that they are bulletproof. 1.4 petrol, old VTEC engine. I've seen them with 200k plus on them, no problem at all. They drive really nice. Yes, they're a bit marmitey, the look of them. I prefer the older shape, the old EP2 shape, but they could go a little bit rusty underneath. Unfortunately, not many of them are left now, although they were a very good car. But this modern shape's nice. It's a modern looking thing, and if you can get past the looks of it, which it's growing on me. I didn't like that shape a lot, but they are growing on me. 1.4 petrol, 6-speed, it's going to be cheaper to run, cheaper to tax, probably last a fair longer as well. That's what I would have gone for the sake of another 400 or 500 quid. But there we go. That's what he wanted, that's what he's getting. So pleased with that, another sale under the belt. We needed that because yesterday, although it was been busy all week, Saturday, it was downpouring, so we didn't have much luck yesterday. Lots of interest, but nothing really flying out the door. We'll see what happens next week, back at the auctions as always. Got some new content coming down there. Anyway, about time I locked up now, get myself back home and enjoy Father's Day. Go out for a meal and take a bit of a respite from the world of work. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you all in the next few days, back here on the Car UK channel. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you all very soon.